Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please don't run, Priyada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There's a book there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. To continue one bhajan after that I can sing one. Hare Krishna. From middle, средний. Yeah, средний ритм. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda 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 Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You can inform when somebody is here who knows to play also. And I will play one or two and somebody, I hope.
Whatever you like. If you like to play more, you can play. If you don't want, I can also play. It's okay. But I want to let you because you're a guest and Narsimhadev hears me every day. So he prefers to hear me.
Thank you. One, we can change.
Stop whatever you want.
Okay. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bo.
Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. 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 Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Oh Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Oh Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Bolo Oh Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram. Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya 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 Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Ram 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 Jai 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 Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Pachita Pavana Sitaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radhe Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Hey Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Jadam Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Nitai Go Premanande.
Do the microphones.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
sorry spielen durfte.
You can leave it.
Schon Feierabend, aber er hat gesagt, er muss noch changen. Er weiß nicht, ob er kommen kann. Wie lange soll ich denn singen? Ich dachte, jetzt ist klasse. Wie lange soll ich denn singen?
Ja, sie meinte, sie singt Ram halt dann.
Aha. Nein, eigentlich nur.
Also, beziehungsweise statt Jairada Mandara.
Ach so. Ja, genau. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Ragupati Raghava Raja Raham Patita Pavana Sitaram. Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram 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 Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Haribol. Funktioniert Ihr Mikrofon schon? Okay. Ja, ist gut. Nishingadev's mercy. Yeah. So today is Ram Navami, the birthday of Lord Ram. So today is very auspicious day, and by chanting Sita Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, this is the glorification of Lord Ram. So we'll speak some Ram Katha today. It's very pleasant, very blissful to narrate, plus to hear, plus to meditate, plus to get mercy of Lord Ram. So it's very, very pleasant pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. So in Ayodhya was King Dasrath ruling the kingdom, and he has 3 wives, Mother Kaushalya, Mother Kaikai, and Mother Sumitra. But the king was getting older, but he didn't have any children. So then Vasishtha Muni said to him that you have to make yagya. Through the yagya, you will have nice sons. So then yagya was performed, and at the end of the yagya, Agni Dev came with a huge pot, like this big room, sweet rice. So then Vasishtha Muni prayed to Agni Dev, please make it in a small portion. So then it was a small pot, and gave it to King Dasrath. So then King Dasrath divided this in the pot, the portion of sweet rice, in 2. One he gave it to Sumitra, Mother Sumitra, and one he gave it to Mother Kaushalya, and other part he gave it to Mother Kaikai. And then both of the queens, they divide their half of the portions and give it to Sumitra. So Mother Sumitra has 2 portions. So she gave birth to 2 sons. Kaushalya gave birth to Lord Ram. Kaikai gave birth to Bharat, and Mother Sumitra gave birth to Shatrughna and Lakshman. So from the childhood, Lakshman was he was always serving Lord Ram from when they were small. And Shatrughna was always with Bharat. So like that they grew up, and then it came time to go to Gurukul. The mothers were not happy. They were very sad. Because, you see, Lord Ramchandra and all 4 princes were so beautiful and so full of love that mothers could not tolerate even separation for 1 second. And especially Mother Kaikai loved Lord Ram so much. And so King Dasrath arranged that they have to Vasishtha Muni, then to go to the ashram of Vasishtha Muni in Gurukul. So then King Dasrath is giving advice to the 4 princes what is Gurukul means. He said Gurukul means all the children are treated equally. Not that you are prince, so you are higher, or other children are poor, so they are poor. It's not. Everybody is on the same level. And they go and get the alms and collect wood from the forest for the yagyas. So Mother Kaikai, she said that my Ram likes Rajbhog very much. So I can go in the Gurukul and bring Rajbhog. She was so much affection. And King Dasrath said, no, that's not possible. Because then other children will get sad, get envious. So it should not be, all children should be treated equally. So Mother Kaikai was willing very, very separation. So then, yes, the yagya was done, and Vasishtha Muni accept them as their disciples. And then they went to Gurukul. And in the Gurukul, they learn all kind of archers, and they learn Sangeet, they learn music, they learn singing. Everything was taught in the Gurukul. And the boys has to get up very early, take care of the cows, milk the cows, go in the forest, get the wood, and go and get the alms. And in this way, they were living in Gurukul for some years. And then when they finished their studying, so then the Prime Minister, he came with royal clothes for Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna, so that they can put their royal clothes. And Sumanta, his name is Sumanta, the minister. And they sit on the chariot, and then they came to Ayodhya. And they were passing, they make a big around whole Ayodhya that all the people can have their darshan. And they were singing was going on. Flowers were, how he says, on them, and people were very happy to see 4 Rajkumars, and then they came to the kingdom, to the Ayodhya, to the palace. And Vasishtha Muni, actually he should have brought the 4 Rajkumar to mothers first. Mother has right to see their sons. But then he forgot and he took the princess to King Dasarath. And so here the mothers are waiting for their beloved sons. And especially Kaikai, she could not wait. She said, let's go. Because she was warrior lady. Yeah? Kaikai, later we'll hear, she went in the war also to protect King Dasarath. So then, she said, let's go. We should go and have our darshan to our sons. So then they came and they asked forgiveness to Vasishtha Muni that sorry, we could not wait to see our sons. And Vasishtha Muni said, no, I'm sorry, I should have brought to you first, but I just forgot and I came to the king first. So the mothers were very happy to see their sons, they embraced their sons. And then Vasishtha Muni went back to the forest, to his ashram, and big feast was cooked, and they were feeding each other. Everybody was happy, mothers were happy, king was happy. And then after 1 to 3 hours came Vishwamitra. And Vishwamitra, he was doing yagyas in the forest and marriage, and other demons used to come and destroy the yagyas. So Vishwamitra, he could have destroyed the demons, but if he does it, then all his austerities will be nullified. So he didn't want to destroy his tapa what he did, and actually it's the duty of the kings to destroy the miscreants. So he came to Ayodhya, and King Dasarath welcomed him. Usually the kings, they put him in their own throne when the sages come, when brahmanas come. This is the tradition that they don't let them sit somewhere else, but give their own throne and sit there and wash their lotus feet and then ask what can they do for them. And Vishwamitra said, I am doing yagyas, but then Bahul and Marich, they are coming and destroying my yagyas. I do yagyas for the benefit of whole society, but they are destroying it. So I need, he said, he was about to say Ram, and Dasarath said, yes, I will come with my army and I destroy the demons and you can have your yagya very nicely done. And Vishwamitra said, no, I don't want you, I don't want your army, I want Ram. And when he heard Ram, Dasarath just fainted. It was too much for him that Ram will be again separated from him. And then after a few minutes he came back and he appealed to Vishwamitra, please, my Ram is very young, he's just a child, and what he has knowledge of killing demons, they are huge demons, and please let me come and let me take care of your yagyas and protect your yagyas and brahmanas and everything. Please don't take Ram. He's too small. He has no knowledge. And then the Vasishtha Muni came, and Vasishtha Muni said to the king, don't worry, nothing will happen to Ram. It's good for Ram, then he can know how much he knows, and he can learn the more all kinds of weapons and how to fight with demons. It's like a test for him also. He has learned in Gurukul. Now it's like an exam. So let him, don't worry, let him go. So then at the end, Dasarath was pacified and he agreed. And he said, but please also take Lakshman with you, because they are never separated. Ram and Lakshman are never separated. So please, you take Lakshman also with you. So Vishwamitra took the Ram and Lakshman. Actually, Vishwamitra was he was a king. And what happened is that one time he went in the forest to Vasishtha Muni's ashram, and he had thousands of soldiers. And he said, he came to Vasishtha Muni, and Vasishtha Muni said, please you go and refresh yourself, and we will serve you prasad. And Vishwamitra said, you have small heart, we have thousands of soldiers. How can you feed all of them? And Vasishtha Muni said, don't worry. You just go and bath in the river and you all come and everything will be ready. So then he came, Vishwamitra came, and he saw that big feast has been done. And he was so surprised. He said, how can it possible? So then he asked Vasishtha Muni that, how you can manage such a big feast? And then Vasishtha Muni said, we have Kamadhenu cow. No? And he said, can I see her? Yes, yes. And this Kamadhenu cow is a desired cow. Whatever you ask, she provides. If you said feast for 1,000 people, she will provide for 1,000 people. If you say 2,000, 2,000. So everything. So the Vishwamitra, he wanted to have this cow. And so then Vasishtha Muni said, no, this cow belongs to the ashram. And this is by which we are taking care of thousands of disciples, and they need milk to drink, and it's a ashram's property, not king's property. So in this way, he started to fight with Vishwamitra, with Vasishtha Muni. And Vasishtha Muni, he was just sitting and he chanted mantras, and all the weapons of Vishwamitra were nullified. So then he said, because he's Brahmin, he has much power, so I have to become Brahmin. So then he went to do tapasya, then he became Brahmin. So this how he became a Rajashri, Vishwamitra. From the king, he became Rajashri. Then he understood his. After he became Brahmana, he became more sober and he understood his mistake. So this was the story of Vishwamitra. So then Vishwamitra took the two princes in the forest, and then they came to Mother Ganga. And actually Mother Ganga is being brought by one of the dynasty from Lord Ram, Bhrigu Muni. There's also one story about that the king had thousands of sons, and he did the yagya, Ashwamedha yagya, which means you put the horse in free, and whoever captures has to fight with the king. And when they let the horse go, that means they accept him as the king of the kings, like that. So then, so Indra, he got, always Indra gets frightened when there is some yagyas done, some sages went on meditations, then he think, now he will take my kingdom away, he will become the Indra, king of Indra. So then what he did is he stole the horse and he tied at the ashram of Kapila Muni, and he went away. So then they were looking for the horse. Where is the horse? So they found it, and it was in ashram at the Kapila Muni's ashram. He was tied on the tree. So the king's sons, 1,000 sons, they thought that Kapila Muni has stole the horse. So they insulted Kapil Muni, and Kapil Muni was sitting in the meditation, and he woke up and he understood what's going on. So by his mystic power, he burned 1,000 suns. They became burned in ashes everywhere, hills of ashes, thousands hills of ashes. He burned them all. And so the king became very sorrow. He understood. He came and asked forgiveness on behalf of his sons. And he said, please deliver my sons. And Kapil Muni said, sorry. Once it's done, it's done. So what can we do to liberate them? If you bring Mother Ganga to the earthly planet and let the ash wash by her water, then your sons will be delivered. So then it was a very heavy task, and he could not do it. King Dilip could not do it. After him came the King Dilip. He could not do it. And then King Bhagirath, he took the task. And he went on meditation, and he pleased Lord Brahma and asked for that Mother Ganga can come to earthly planet to deliver his ancestors. So Mother Ganga agreed to come, but she said that if I come like this, I will destroy whole earthly planet. It will be such a big force. So I need somebody who takes me, my power, my force, and then puts me slowly in the earthly planet. So then Bhagirath, he prayed to Lord Shiva. He again went meditation for quite long time to please Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva became pleased, and he said, yes, I'm ready. You call Mother Ganga, I will catch her in my jata. So he opened, he became so huge, Lord Shiva, and he opened his hairs in all directions, and then Mother Ganga came. And when she came, Lord Shiva just took her and closed her with his hairs, jata, and no Mother Ganga is there. She's complete captured inside. And then Bhagirath said, where is Mother Ganga? And then he prayed to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva opened his one jata and let Mother Ganga flow. So then Mother Ganga in the front is Bhagirath, behind is Mother Ganga flowing behind him. And then she was also still on a force. She was still destroying some things already. And then the sage Janava, he was in the forest. He had a hut and he was meditating. And he heard the big noise, and he opened his eyes and he saw Mother Ganga coming. So he just opened his mouth and he swallowed all Mother Ganga. No Mother Ganga. Bhagirath said, where is Mother Ganga? Again Ganga disappeared. And so he understood that Sage Janava has swallowed her. So he has to again pray to him. And Sage Janava, he said, Tathastu. And he led Mother Ganga from his ears. So another name of Mother Ganga is Jahnavi, because it Janu, Sage Janu. So then again she started to flow, and Bhagirath and brought to where the ashes were, and then by the force of Mother Ganga's water, the all 1,000 ancestors of Bhagirath were delivered. So this is how Mother Ganga came to earthly planet, to deliver us from our sinful activities. And before Mother Ganga came from Vaikuntha, she said to Lord Vishnu that what will happen to me when so much sinful people will bath in me? And where will I be? I have to take so much sins from them. So how will I be purified? And Lord Vishnu says, when my devotees will bath in you, you will be purified. So she is very happy when devotees go and bath in her. This is how she gets purified from taking so much sins. Millions and millions of people are bathing in her every day. I think a day, thousands of people are bathing in her. And yes, she is very merciful. She purifies everybody. She takes all the sins of people and deliver them, makes them purified. So this is Vishwamitra told the story of Ram and Lakshman about the mother Ganga, how she appeared and how she has been purifying the whole world. So then they started to move forward, and then came a forest. This forest was completely destroyed. No plants, no trees, just desert. And Lord Ramchandra is asking, what's happening? Why this forest is completely dead? No living entity, nothing. And Vishwamitra says, there is one Rakshasi. She's living Tarka, and she is destroying everything. And she has two sons, Marich and Bahu. They are two sons of Tarka, and they are so demonic. And so then late afternoon came, and then this demon, she woke up and she saw, 3 human beings. And she said, now I will eat them and satisfy my hunger. So then Vishwamitra said to Ram, kill her. And Lord Ramchandra said, how can I kill? She's a woman. We cannot kill a woman. And Vishwamitra said, yes, that's true, but she is destroying, she's a demonic, so you can destroy, you can kill her. So then she woke up and she started to throw big mountains and big trees to them. And Vishwamitra said to Ram, don't waste time, because as the evening comes, the demonic nature gets very much power. They become very powerful. So please finish her up. So Lord Ramchandra killed her. And then they went ahead, and there was one stone in the middle of nothing. And Lord Ramchandra, they were walking, and the dust from Lord Ram touched this stone, and this Ahalya appeared from the stone. This is another story. There are so many stories you can narrate. She was actually the wife of a sage, and Indra cheated her, and when her husband found out, then he cursed her to become the stone. And then she said, when can I be delivered? And the husband said, when Lord Ram comes, and when his dust falls on you, you will be delivered. Ahalya. No? This is another story. So Lord Ramchandra delivered Ahalya. And then they came to the ashram. And next day the sages started to do the yagya, and then demons came. And they come with bones and blood and all kinds of dirty things to throw in the yagya, to destroy the yagya. So Lord Ram, what he did, he put Sudarshan Chakra. He was guarding whole arena of yagya. So huge chakra was going like very, very fast. And demons were up, they were throwing, and nothing falls down. Peacefully, sages are doing yagya. And so then yagya was done. Sages were very pleased with Ram and Lakshman. They gave blessings. And then next day, from Janak, once messenger came, give invitation to Vishwamitra for the marriage of Mother Sita. So Vishwamitra said, yes, I will come. And so then he took Ram and Lakshman with him. So they came to Janakpuri, and King Janak came, welcomed them. And when King Janak saw Ram and Lakshman, he was so enchanted. He was just staring at them, and he was tears from his eyes. So much he fell in love with them, especially Ram. And he asked Vishwamitra, who are these two boys? And Vishwamitra said, they are the sons of Dasarath, Ram and Lakshman. So then next day was the Swayamvar. Swayamvar is that in Vedic times Swayamvars were arranged. There are two kinds. One is the girl choose her own husband. The second is they have the challenge. There is a challenge. Like when Draupadi was married, there was a challenge. There was a fish, and whoever archered the fish and archered the eye of the fish can marry the Draupadi. And Dasarath, he did that. He had a big Lord Shiva's bow in his assembly, in his courtyard. And this this bow was Lord Shiva's bow. Very heavy, very powerful. Nobody could lift it up. Need 20, 30 soldiers or to put. So he was this bow was lying since generations in their arena. And why Dasarath decided to do this? Because when Mother Sita was small, 5, 6 years old girl, and they were playing with bowl. All the girls were playing. And these bowls are not like our plastic bowls. They are made from flowers, beautiful flowers. And they play with their balls. And the ball went under the table where Shiva's bow was lying on the table. And all the girls were trying to take the ball out. And nobody could push the table. And Mother Sita came and said, where is the ball? And the girl said, it is under the table. So then Mother Sita said, okay, go ahead, go back. And she lifted the bowl, just like lifting the flower. And the girls pushed the table and took the bowl out. And King Dasarath was watching this. He watched all the scene, and he could not believe, because this boy, even he could not. and this girl, 5 years old girl, she's just lifting like a flower. So then Dasarath, King Dasarath decided that I will make a Swayamvar, and whoever lift this bow and archer it will marry my daughter. So he made this already fixed plan in his head from that time, because he saw this and he said, my daughter is so powerful, somebody should be more who can lift this bow, can only marry my daughter. Anybody cannot marry my daughter. How is it possible? Some ordinary person? No. She is already so powerful. So that's why he made this decision. So then this was the challenge made when all the princes and kings, even Ravana came. Yeah. And Ravana lifted the bow. He just lifted, and Lord Shiva put his feet, because he didn't want that Ravan gets married to Mother Sita. And his hand got stuck in between the bow, and he could not lift his hand. And then Lord Shiva just lifted it and took his hand, and he just disappeared from that time. And then everybody was coming and trying. No, nobody, everybody falls down and everybody laughs, and it make a big fun out of it. Yeah, everybody was laughing, and King Janak was feeling more and more. How you say? He was saying, "What's happening? Nobody can lift this bow. What will happen to my daughter?" He was so much worried. So then he said, then everybody tried, nothing happened. Then he got up and he said, this earth has become free, has become, how you say it? Not free, but there are no more Kshatriyas in this world left. So you all go home, and my daughter will stay unmarried whole life. So, but Lakshman could not tolerate telling King Janak says that this earth has become deferred from Kshatriyas. So he became very angry, and he got up and he said, my dear king, there is Lord Ram. He can. What is this bow? He can lift thousands of these bows. How dare you can say that this earth has become free. There are no more Kshatriyas. Yeah, and then Lord Ram said to Lakshman, please sit down. And then Vishwamitra, he said to Lord Ram, please go and lift the bow and make King Janak is very sorrowful, make him happy and get Mother Sita married. So only Lord Ramchandra got up when his spiritual master told him to. He was not getting up. He could do it, but he waited that Vishwamitra says him. Then he got up and he lifted the bow and he archered. And it broke in 2 pieces. And then everything became dark. And Parshuram came, very angry, because it was Lord Shiva's bow, and Lord Shiva is his Aradhya Dev, Lord Shiva. And he said, who has broken this bow? I will kill that person. Who? Because he killed 21 times the Kshatriyas. So he said, who again appeared? Some Kshatriyas appeared. I will kill him again. And then King Janak came to pacify him. King Dasarath came to pacify him. No, King Dasarath comes later, sorry. Janak, and then he would not listen to anybody. And then Vishwamitra came. He would not also listen to. He was so angry. And Lakshman, he spoke to Parshuram like anything. He said, you are Brahmana, but you are so attached to this bow. What is this bow? In our childhood, we have broken so many bows. At that time, nobody said anything. And now you come here and crying for this old 1,000 years old bow lying in the assembly of King Janak. What is the problem? Like that. And Parshuram, he said, I will kill everybody here. And then Lord Ramchandra came forward and said, I am the one who broke your bow, so you can punish me. Okay. And when he saw Ram, he said, what's your name? No? He said, my name is Ram, but your name is Parshuram. I am just Ram, 2-letter Ram, but you are Parshuram. No? And Parshuram said, okay, I give you another bow. This was Lord Shiva's bow, Lord Vishnu's bow. Here, take this. And if you can archer that, then I know who you are. No? And he gave it to Lord Ram. Lord Ram took it, archered it, and he said, okay, I know who you are. No? And then Lord Ram said, now I have archer. I cannot put it back, the arrow. It never, once Kshatriya has archer, it has to shoot somewhere. So I have to shoot somewhere. So I have 2 points. One is, shall I destroy your gati? Means he had been cursed by his father, because when he killed 21 times Kshatriyas, his father cursed him that he can never live on the earthly planets overnight. So he has to go back to Mandar mountain. And the other is his mystic powers. So what should I destroy? Your mystic powers, or should I destroy your gati, means your speed? And Parshuram said, please don't destroy my gati, because I cannot stay in the earthly planet, but you can destroy my ego, my mystic powers and my ahankar. And so Lord Ramchandra destroyed it. And since then, Parshuram is still in the Mandar mountain, just meditating. He don't come and do the, again, killing Kshatriyas or something like that. So he became, how you say, meditations. Yeah. So this is how Lord Ramchandra destroyed Parshuram's ego, ahankar, pride. He was thinking, I'm Parshuram, I destroyed Kshatriyas 21 times. He was very proud, very powerful. No? So Lord Ramchandra said, okay. So then, yes, and then Parshuram left, and everything became light again. And King Janak was, he embraced Lord Ram and Mother Sita, and then Vishwamitra said, now, arrange the marriage of them. They are already married, but we have to do the marriage, real marriage. No? And send an invitation to Ayodhya, to King Janak, and they should come. So invitation was arranged, made. They came, and then King Janak has another brother. He had 2 daughters, Mandavi and Sukirti. So then Sukirti was married to Shatrughna, and Mandavi was married to Bharat. And Mother Sita was married to Ram, and Urmila was married to Lakshman. So 4 yagyas were done, and 4 brothers got married, 4 sisters got married, and after marriage they came to Ayodhya. And when they came to Ayodhya, everybody was happy. No? Mothers were happy. They welcomed daughter-in-laws, and they made some ceremony. You know, in Indian weddings, they make, when the daughter-in-law comes at house, they made kumkum, and then on the walls. Because in Vedic times, there were no marriage papers, yeah? And this was like witness, proof. That's why they had this, when they come, and at the wall of the room, they made with the kumkum, with the hands, prints, handprints, yeah. It's very auspicious. So then, and the girl, they put white cloth and kumkum in the bowl, and she put her feet in the kumkum, and she walks. This means auspicious. Mother Lakshmi is coming in the house. This is the ceremony done. Now they put cloth, but in Vedic times no cloth. They walk direct on the floor, and these footprints of the daughter-in-law are done. This is because daughter-in-law is a symbol of Lakshmi Devi. Girl is a symbol of Lakshmi Devi. So that means the Lakshmi is entering in the house, means auspicious, purification are been done, purified. So this is the symbol of the meaning of these marriages, yeah, in Vedic times. So then they bring one big bowl, and then they put inside milk and some flowers and ring. Ring. And the girl and the boy, they put their hand, and whoever get the ring, she is the boss of the house. Yeah. So this is the one kind of symbol to give her permission to be the maintainer of the house, no? Like of the house. She takes care of the house. No? So like this was done, and then a few days gone, and then comes the story. King Dasarath was sitting. Now Vishwamitra stayed few days after the marriage, and he wanted to take permission from King Dasarath that now it's time for me to go back in my ashram. And they were talking, and Vishwamitra said that to King Dasarath that now you are getting old, maybe you give your kingdom to Lord Ram. The old age is coming, the hairs are getting white, like that. He's just speaking like that. And then Vishwamitra went, and King Dasarath was sitting in his room, and he was looking at his mirror, and he remembered the words of Vishwamitra that it's time that you give kingdom to Lord Ram, and you go in the forest. So he saw his hair white, and so he decided. So next day he called the assembly, and he asked the ministers what he would like to do, and all the ministers were happy, they agree. And then he said, okay, tomorrow is the coronation of Lord Ram to become the king of Ayodhya. No? So then, but here something else is happening in the Kaikeyi's chambers. She had a servant called Mantra. Man means mind. Who has crooked mind? Mantra. Chariot of crooked mind. She was so crooked. From the childhood, she didn't like Ram. She loved Bharat. She somehow, and when she heard that Ram is becoming the king, she made a big plot for Kaikeyi and polluted completely Kaikeyi and said that when Ram becomes king, you will be like a servant. You are now the chief of the queens, but after that you will be a servant, and your Bharat will be also like a servant. And so for the queen to hear that she will become a servant is an insult, is a disaster. And she said, no, I will never become a servant. But what can we do? It's just one night left now. Next day is the coronation. And Mantra said, in one night you can bring pralay, this devastation you can bring if you have Shakti, if you know how to do it. And Kaikeyi said, but what? And Mantra told her, you remember what happened is that when King Dasarath was, whenever he used to go fight with demons, he used to help Indradev, demigods, to fight against demons. So Kaikeyi used to her charioteer. She was a very powerful warrior, and she used to ride his chariot. So one time he went for war, and Dasarath got wounded, and very very intelligently she saved Dasarath's life and brought his chariot in safe. And Dasarath's life was saved. And so when he came back in his consciousness, he saw he's safe, and So he knew what happened. He said, you brought me, you protect my life, so you ask for benediction. And you can ask 2 benedictions. Yeah, whatever you desire, you can ask. And Kaikai said, I don't need anything. I have everything. But if I need something, I will ask you. I keep these booms with you. Whenever you remember that you promised me, and when I need, I can ask. The king said, okay. So now Mantra is telling her this story and reminding her that you remember, king gave you the promise for 2 booms. So you ask now. And she said, but what should I ask? And she said, and she said, in one boom, you said, Bharat becomes king. And in second you said, Ram goes 14 years forest. And Kaikai said, but why 14 years? So it's too long. Why 14 years? And Mantra says, because it takes Bharat to develop the kingdom, to become strong. Otherwise, Ram can take his kingdom. So when he's in the forest, Bharat has time to develop kingdom and establish his kingdom and become the nice, proper king. And Kaikai said, yeah, that makes sense. She was so, washed up here, brainwashed by Kaikai, by Mantra. And then Mantra said, now what you do? Because king used to come every evening in her chamber. So you put all this jewelry away, wear black clothes, and go in the Shok Bhavan. There is in the palaces, there are different rooms for different things. If there is some sad news, you go in the Shok Bhavan. Shok means something sadness, something you are not happy about it. You go in that palace. So you go in the Shok Bhavan, and you lie on the floor and you cry. And when the king comes, he will bow to you and he will ask, what's happened? Somebody insult you. You don't say anything. And then when the king becomes very soft, and then you make a vow before you ask the booms that he must give. Before you say what, you take the promise from yes that he will give you. Then you say the booms. And Mantra told her all this, and Kaikai, she went in the Shok Bhavan, wear clothes, black clothes, all the jewelry is lying around, and the king comes and he said, Mantra, where is Kaikai? Oh, she's in the Shok Bhavan. Why in Shok Bhavan? I don't know. No. So then king went in the Shok Bhavan and he saw her. He said, oh my dear, what happened to you? Tomorrow is a big celebration, happiness. Somebody insulted you, somebody spoke bad words about you, somebody mistreated you. Tell me, I will go and punish that person, And she don't say anything. And he was begging and begging. And after some time, she got up, and then she said, yes. You remember 2 booms? Yes, I remember. You want something now? I can give you. No, today is very auspicious day, and I'm very happy. And now I'm happy that you are back in this, you are not sad anymore. So ask. But first you have to give me promise that you will do it. King said, we are Raghu Vanshi. Raghu Vanshi once said, Prana jai pan vachana na jai. The air force can go, but the words cannot go away. What we say, we do it. Even our pran go away. We die. But there is a say, Raghu Vanshi, prana jai, pan vachana na jai. Vachan means promise, what you have given. So then, she said. Ram goes in the forest for 14 years. And Dasarath fainted for a few hours. He just fainted. Still, second boom is left to hear. And after 1-2 hours, he got up and he said, please, Kaikai, ask something else. Take this boom back, please. Why you want to give, what else is there? Yeah, Bharat becomes the king. No problem. Bharat can be the king. But Ram, don't bring him in the forest, please. No, you promised. You promised, you have to do it. So then, again, fainted. Whole night this was going on. Waking up, bowing his feet, drilling her, asking her for please do, and then again faint, again wake up, whole night until morning. And here the preparations are done. Thousands holy waters are brought in the kalashis, and Vishwamitra, Vasishtha Muni is preparing all the yagyas, and Murat is going to take place. He said, call quickly, where is King Dasarath? Now in 1 hour is the Murat, otherwise we'll pass away the Murat. And then Kaikai sent one of the servant to call the minister, Sumanta. So Sumanta came, and when he saw the king's situation, he said, what's going on? Then Kaikai said, you go and call Ram. So Sumanta went to call Ram. Mother Sita was ready, Ram is ready. They are fasting, they should not eat. And Lord Ram said, see, mother is calling me, she wants to bless me, because without her blessings I cannot go in the yagya. So Sumanta went and took Ram, and when Ram came, he saw his father lying, crying, and then he said, what happened? And then Kaikai is telling what happened, and he said, I asked your father 2 booms, so easy, what's the problem? Bharat becomes the king. And Ram said, oh mother, thank you very much. You make me free from ruling the kingdom. Actually, I don't want to rule the kingdom. And then second, what is the second? 14 years in the forest. No problem. Father, don't worry. I'm going 14 years in the forest. And so he went. And Mother Sita heard that. She got ready. Lakshman got ready. 3, Lakshman, Mother Sita and Ram. They put the Vanvas clothes, came to father and asked their permission. Father was so, he nearly left his body. And so they went to the forest. And then, and Dasarath, he was, he stopped eating, he was just lying and Ram. And then he sent Sumanta. He said, you'd go with the chariot, don't let them walk. And then after a few days, you pacify them and bring them back. So Sumanta went with Ram in the 2 chariot. They went in the chariot. And the people, nearly whole Ayodhya, went after Lord Ram. Nobody wanted to stay in Ayodhya. No, we cannot live without you. So they all followed Lord Ram. They came to Saryu river, and Lord Ram said, okay, now it's evening, it's late, we'll sleep here and we go forward tomorrow. So everybody can put their tent, whatever is there, and we sleep here tonight. And then, and then early in the morning, Lord Ram walked Sumanta. He said, shh, quiet. And he said, you take the horses and go in other direction, and I and Lakshman take the chariot and go in other direction, and we'll sweep up the mark of the chariot, that people will not know where we went. Because Ram didn't want that people come with him and They have family, they have to take care of the family, and they suffer. So, and then people in the morning they got up, hey, where is the chariots? Where is Ram? Where is Lakshman? Where is Mother Sita? And they could not mark where they went because there were no mark of the chariot wheels and no mark of the horses. And which direction they went, they didn't know. So then the people went back to Ayodhya, and Ram, Lakshman, and Mother Sita went in the forest. So now we have 20 minutes left, and we thought we can sing Hanuman Chalisa, or we can sing after, what is after? After Gaur Aarti. What shall we do? Say, finish the story or sing? Huh? It's a story? Okay. And then, and then Ram, they went in the forest, and they stayed 13 years in the forest, and last year they went in the Panchavati, where Panchavati is a very beautiful place. There is nice river there, and Lakshman made nice hut. He made 3 huts, one for Mother Sita, one for him, and for Ram. And they were living there, and then comes the Surpankhna. She wanted to marry Lord Ram, and Ram said, I have my wife, but my brother, Lakshman, he's alone here. Go and ask him. So she went to Lakshman. He said, I'm a beautiful girl, you are a beautiful, handsome boy. I want to marry you. And Lakshman said, in the forest, I am the servant of Ram. You will be tired getting dasi of working hard, so better you go back to your home. And she felt very insulted. And then she saw Mother Sita, she is the cause of all my problems. That's why they don't want to marry me. So she took her Rakshasi form, and she wanted to capture Mother Sita and kill her. And Lord Ram said, Lakshman. So Lakshman cut her nose and ears. And she shouted, Ravan, so loud that Ravan could hear in Lanka her voice. And then she went to her brothers, Kal and Dushan. They came with thousands of soldiers. Lord Ramchandra killed them all. What Lord Ram did, that Ram and Lakshman, that Lord Ram said, now comes the problems now. We have to get ready. Now comes the demons, yeah? So they get their bow and arrow, archer. And in half an hour, Surpankhna came with Kal and Dushan and thousands of soldiers. So then Ram is alone, and there are thousands of soldiers. So what to do? Agastya Muni came, and he said, Ram, they are all cheaters and demons. So kill them by Mohini Astra. Mohini Astra is like that the opposite party, people sees their own people, Lord Ram, and they kill each other. They kill each other. And Ram is just standing there. And then, there are 2 demons. He see him as a Ram, and this person see him as a Ram. So they kill each other. So they started to kill themselves. And Kal and Dushan said, hey, what's going on? Our people are killing themselves. But this was the Mohini Astra, Lord Ramchandra's. And then in few minutes, all the soldiers were killed. Only Kal and Dushan left. And Lord Ramchandra killed Kala and Dushan. And then Surpankhna, she ran to Ravan. She went to Lanka. And she told Ravan what happened. And she told, Ram has a beautiful lady. She is so beautiful. You have never seen such a beautiful lady. You should get her and make her own wife. And this was the Ravan's fall down. He said, yes, I will take revenge. I will kill Ram because he cut your nose and ears, and I will take the wife, his wife. So then Surpankna said, you have to do a cheating purpose. You cannot win him if you just go like that. He will kill you. But you have to do some tricks. So Ravan thought, okay, I go to Marichi. This Marichi, what happened is that Vishwamitra, when he was doing the yagyas, Lord Ramchandra shoot him. He didn't kill Marichi because he knows he has to play his role later. He has to become a deer. So he just shoot him and throw him thousands of yoganas away. And then he stopped his demonic nature and he became sadhu and chanting Om Namah Shivaya. So then he went to Marichi and said, so you have to help me. I have to kidnap Sita. And Marichi said, please don't do it. Ram is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have experienced his power. He threw me thousands of yoganas with one arrow. And Mother Sita is the goddess of fortune. Please don't do it. And Ravan said, you do it, otherwise I will kill you. So Marichi thought, better die in the hand of Ram than to die with Ravan. So he agreed. So they went in the forest. He became a deer. Mother Sita saw the deer. And he said to Ram, I would like to have that deer. Lakshman said, I have never seen a golden deer. This is some kind of demons. Please don't do it. And Ram said, but your sister-in-law asked first time something. I have to fulfill her desire. You take care, I go. So he went after. And this marriage brought Ram very far, far, far away. And Ram shot an arrow. Before he died, he took the voice of Lord Ram, Hey Sita, hey Lakshman. And Mother Sita heard that. He said to Lakshman, your brother is in danger. Go and help him. And Lakshman said, don't worry, Mata, nothing will happen. This is not Ram's voice, it's some tricks. But Mother Sita, she wanted that Lakshman goes. Then Lakshman said, okay, I will go. But he drew a rekha, a line, around the whole hut. And he said, you don't overstep this line. You will be protected inside. So Lakshman went, and Ravan took the form of a sage. First he was a normal Ravan. He wanted to cross, he could not. The fire was coming. So then he said, Then he took a form of a sage. And then he said, Bhikshan Dehi, Bhikshan Dehi. Mother Sita heard that. She came out with a plate of fruits. He said, here, Babaji. Ravan said, I don't take any alms far away. You have to come near. And Mother Sita said, no, I cannot cross this line. Okay, then I'm going without taking anything. And Mother Sita said, no, at Ram's house, nobody goes empty-handed. So she crossed the line. And Ravana kidnapped her, brought her to Lanka. And then Lord Ram, Lakshman came, and Ram saw Lakshman and said, why you are here? Yeah, Mother Sita said I should come and look. He said, it was a marriage, you were right, it was a demon, it was a whole trick, and now I think Mother Sita is not in the hut. Something must have happened. And Lakshman said, no, she must be there because I draw a rekha around the hut. She must be protected in this rekha. They went, they saw the fruits scattered everywhere. Mother Sita's flower from the hair were on the ground. And then said, yes, they look for her everywhere. She's not there. So that means somebody has kidnapped her. So then Ravan was going in his Pushpa Viman, and Jatayu, Jatayu, he came and fought with Ravan. He wanted to protect Mother Sita. But then Ravan, with his sword, he cut the wings of Jatayu. Jatayu fall on the floor. So then Mother Sita, and then Mother Sita, what she did, she took all her jewelry, put it she tear her sari cloth, put it in and throw in the forest, and said, please, whoever find this jewelry, give it to my Ram, then he knows where I am going. And Hanuman caught them, yeah, but they didn't know who they are. They just kept one side. Okay, they saw somebody going. It looks like some demon has captured some lady or something, but they were not. They didn't know. And then here, Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman came in the forest, walking. They met Jatayu. Jatayu told the whole story that Ravan has kidnapped Mother Sita, and then Lord Ramchandra did the Agni Sanskar, fire funeral ceremony of Jatayu with his own hand, and they walk, and then they came to Mother Sabri, and Mother Sabri, she's the pure devotee of Lord Ram. She was waiting for Lord Ram from childhood, and she became very, very old. She could not hardly see, and she used to pick berries every day and taste it because she could not see if they are ripe or not ripe. So if they are sweet, then she put it in the bowl, and she waited for Lord Ram. So Lord Ram came. She feed them, and half-eaten berries Lord Ram ate, and he said to Lakshman, Lakshman, they are so tasty. You like to eat? And Lakshman saw, half eaten. Lakshman took it, but he didn't eat. He just threw. And from there came the all kind of herbs, and Jivan Sanjivini came from there, which Lakshman was cured later. The mountain. So this is the power of Mother Sabri's Eta bore, no? Eaten boars, eaten plums. No? So then Mother Sabri tells about Sugriv. Yes, he's living there. You can go, and he will help you to find Mother Sita. So like that, and then she left the body. Lord Ramchandra's, she was having darshan of Lord Ram and left the body. And here they met. Then Hanuman came as a Brahmana because Sugriv found out that there are two boys they are like sages. They have jata and saffron clothes, but they have bow and arrow. Maybe they are sent by Bali, his brother Bali. So he sent Hanuman to, his time. Yeah, and then Hanuman comes, and he brings them to Sugriv, and then Hanuman goes to the forest, find Mother Sita, burn the Lanka, find Mother Sita, and bridge was done, and then Mother Sita was rescued and came to Ayodhya. This was a little short, yeah. This takes some time to say story how I mean the Hanuman, he came to Lanka and he saw Mandodari sleeping, and he said, no, this is not Mother Sita. Mother Sita would not be sleeping peacefully. So this is somebody else. And he saw Ravan, and he wanted to kill him at that time, but he remembered. Ram told him to find Mother Sita and come back. So he didn't want, otherwise he would have killed and brought. And when he saw Mother Sita, he said to Mother Sita, you sit on my soldiers, I will bring on my shoulders, I will bring to Lord Ram. And Mother Sita said, no, it's nice, thank you, I appreciate your energy, your power and everything, but Lord Ram's glories will be not there. They will say, he could not even rescue his own wife, so he has to come and kill Ravan. And so you go, and here is my Chudamani. Hanuman asks, you give me some of your symbol that I can show that I met you. And Mother Sita gave her chudamani. Chudamani is a ladies put in the hair like this. It's very beautiful. And she said she kept this because this was given by Mother Kaikai to Mother Sita. After when they came, it's like when the marriage, when they came home to Mother, and so the for the welcome of the daughter-in-law, Mother Kaikai gave her this chudamani. And she said, you keep this always with you. So even Mother Sita went in the forest, she had this chudamani with her. So she gave to Hanuman, and he said, you show this Ram, and Ram will recognize that you met me. Jai. Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai.